Hey everyone, thanks for joining us for another edition of Coffee with the Canons with Jack and Jenny. It's Sunday, September 29th, and before we head into the fall season, we thought it was important to jump on here, give you a quick update. Jack was chatting with me this morning about the documentary, This Is Not a Draft, and it sounded like he and his crew had come to a pretty pivotal decision, something that for me at least sounded like it marked a milestone in the trajectory and the development of the project. And so I thought it was important for us to come share. And Jack, do you want to share with everyone that milestone that you all have hit with the documentary?
Absolutely. So we're now out of pre-production, which means that we are ready to go. And so today we opened up our crowdsourcing, and so we are looking for funding from the public. So yeah, very excited for this. Our next steps.
I was going to say, there's really two major reasons, right, that we thought it was important to at least reach out to the community to see if they could be supportive. One is getting to where the veterans are and then helping with a lot of the technical post-production. But do you want to talk about the importance of why it's not a documentary that can just be done over Zoom or over phone?
Yeah, I mean, this isn't the pandemic anymore, and so we didn't want to just record a bunch of Zoom sessions and call that a movie. That's not what a movie is. So we wanted to go out and just get into these people's lives and talk to them, and we had input from people all over the country, and people wanted to tell their stories, and we think the best way to tell their stories is to go to their homes and to really give you a picture of what they're doing. And
that's the point of the story, is to talk about how the call to service has impacted their lives, particularly looking for the wellness spaces and the positive spaces. And so the really only way you can truly honor that kind of storytelling and that authenticity is to go where these veterans are living their lives, building out their careers, being with their families, their community. And so I do think that is a really important point in terms of the kind of story you're trying to tell, and so many veterans have come forward wanting to be a part of this, right? Because there's also the piece of whether or not, everybody is featured or how long they're featured in the documentary. The goal is that everybody has access to their full length interview so that they have a full recording to share with their families going forward, which I think is so important.
Yeah, and one thing that kind of popped up as I was doing research for this was actually the Library of Congress has a program out there for capturing veteran stories and for documenting them. And so in addition to us storing them online through YouTube with the families, but it's also, we're going to submit these to the Library of Congress so that they can be held on to for, as long as this country's around.
So for the veterans in DC, in New York, in Colorado, California, we're trying to get to you. And so for those of you watching, take a look at the teaser again so you can get a sense of where the project is headed and the kind of story that they're trying to tell. And if you can feel compelled to share and support, please consider doing so. We really appreciate it.
Yeah, we're really excited, and we're going to tell this story no matter what, but it's going to look so much better with your support. So we really appreciate it. And, take a look at the teaser, drop us a line, and we'll have the link below in the description. Thanks so much.
Take care, folks. Bye.
We just stood there frozen in time. I thought, is this real? I just couldn't believe what was going on.
Another one just hit the building. Wow. Another one hit it hard. Another one just hit the World Trade.
Thinking of all the people in those buildings, it morphed into anger. And what am I going to do? How can I help?
The U.S. had a very quick, patriotic response. We were attacked and we have to defend ourselves.
As a 21-year-old infantryman, somebody had just attacked the United States, and everyone that was in the same skin as me was looking for a fight.
I served 12 years, got out, and I got this letter from the president. I can remember it. It says, Sergeant Bonzoff, the country needs you. I was just second-guessing myself. I was like, why did I do that? I should have stayed in. So I made a decision then.
I remember meeting guys that came off of Wall Street, and they had master's degrees in mathematics. And they're just like, no, I want to serve my country.
I had no idea what the cost was going to be for me.
We're the ones that paid the price.
Most kids these days are not looking forward to joining the military. I don't think that's great for our country. We need people to serve.